Scene script. Have you ever wondered about the most isolated places on Earth? Those spots on the map where human footprint is as rare as a blue moon? This isn't about those sun-soaked beaches or bustling cities that we're so accustomed to. No, we're delving into the very corners of our planet that remain shrouded in mystery. These are the lands less traveled, the territories that time overlooked, the places where isolation isn't a choice, but a way of life. There's an undeniable allure about these remote regions that goes beyond simple curiosity. It's the thrill of venturing into the unknown, the challenge of conquering the unconquered, and the humbling realization of our insignificance in the grand scheme of nature. It's a journey that tests our limits and defines our resilience. Today, we're embarking on an exciting journey to unveil these remote corners of the world. Our first stop brings us to the frosty wilderness of Antarctica. Picture this: a sprawling, icy expanse as far as the eye can see, punctuated by towering glaciers and inhabited by an assortment of wildlife that's adapted to survive in this harsh climate. Yes, friends, we're talking about the Earth's southernmost continent, Antarctica, a place that truly defines the word isolated. Anchored in the southern polar region, Antarctica is a land of extremes. It's the coldest, windiest, and driest place on our planet, with temperatures that can plunge to a bone-chilling minus 128 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a desert, not of sand, but of ice. In fact, Antarctica is the largest desert in the world, boasting an ice sheet that covers a staggering 98% of its landmass. But despite its frigid demeanor, Antarctica isn't devoid of life. Penguins, seals, whales, and a variety of hardy birds call this icy wonderland home. However, what you won't find here are permanent human residents. The inhospitable climate and isolation make it impossible for people to settle down. That said, humans haven't completely given Antarctica the cold shoulder. Dotting the icy landscape are around 40 research stations, where scientists from various nations brave the elements to study everything from climate change to marine biology. These research stations are islands of humanity in the icy wilderness, with the closest neighbors often being hundreds if not thousands of miles away. Living and working in such isolation is no easy feat. It takes a special kind of resilience and a passion for discovery. Supplies and communication with the outside world are limited, and the conditions can be mentally and physically challenging. Yet, despite the odds, these scientists persist, their work contributing invaluable data that helps us understand our planet better. It's a testament to human tenacity and the lure of the unknown. So if you're planning a trip here, be prepared for a chilly reception. Sailing away from the ice, we find ourselves in the Pacific, on the secluded Pitcairn Island. A dot on the map, this island is a hidden gem in the vastness of the Pacific Ocean. Pitcairn Island is a British overseas territory with a history as intriguing as its isolation. Let's take a step back in time to the late 18th century. The HMAV Bounty, a British Royal Navy vessel, was the scene of a mutiny. The Bounty's mutineers, led by Fletcher Christian, sought a safe haven far from the reach of the British Empire. Their search ended on Pitcairn Island. The mutineers burnt the Bounty in what is now known as Bounty Bay, erasing their tracks and cementing their fate on the island. Today, Pitcairn Island is home to around 50 people, descendants of the mutineers and their Tahitian companions. This small population makes it one of the least populated jurisdictions in the world. Life here is simple, yet vibrant, with the islanders cultivating fruits, vegetables, and honey, and fishing in the bountiful ocean. But reaching this Pacific hideaway is no small feat. Pitcairn Island is located over 3,000 miles from the nearest continent. There's no airstrip or seaport, making arrival by sea the only option. Passenger and supply ships make the arduous journey only a handful of times each year. Imagine the sense of adventure one must have to undertake such a journey. Yet, despite the difficulties, or perhaps because of them, Pitcairn Island has a sense of allure. The lush greenery, the azure blue sea, the silence broken only by the sounds of nature. It's a paradise for those seeking tranquility and solitude. Yet for others, the isolation, the lack of modern amenities, and the dependence on infrequent supply ships can feel like a prison. A paradise for some, a prison for others, Pitcairn Island is a testament to the duality of isolation. It's a place that reminds us that even in our interconnected world, there are still corners where solitude reigns supreme. Leaving the sea behind, our journey takes us to the heights of the Changtang Plateau. This is a place where the air is thin and the temperatures are numbing. As we ascend to over 4,000 meters above sea level, we cross into a realm that is as inhospitable as it is beautiful. The Changtang Plateau, often referred to as the roof of the world, is a vast high-altitude desert stretching across parts of Tibet and western China. This is a land of extremes. In winter, the temperatures can plummet to -40 degrees Celsius, while in the summer, the thin air and intense sun can make the highlands scorching hot. Despite these harsh conditions, the Changtang is not a barren wasteland. It's home to a sparse population of nomadic herders, known as Changpa, who have adapted to the severe climate. Living in portable yak wool tents, the Changpa move their herds across the plateau, following the seasonal grazing patterns. Their lives are a testament to human resilience and adaptability in the face of extreme isolation. And then, there's the wildlife. The Changtang is a haven for a host of unique species that have evolved to survive in this extreme environment. Snow leopards stalk the rocky slopes, their thick fur providing insulation against the cold. Tibetan antelopes, or chiru, navigate the highlands with ease, their specially adapted lungs allowing them to thrive in the thin air. And let's not forget the Tibetan wild ass, or kiang, which roams the plateau's vast grasslands. Life on the Changtang Plateau is not for the faint-hearted. The altitude, the climate, and the isolation present challenges that few can endure. Yet for the Changpa and the plateau's unique wildlife, this high-altitude desert is home. Their existence is a testament to the incredible adaptability of life, even in the most inhospitable corners of our planet. At the roof of the world, isolation takes on a whole new meaning. For here, isolation is not just about distance, it's about survival, adaptability, and the relentless pursuit of life in an environment that is as beautiful as it is brutal. Our final stop, the most remote inhabited archipelago on Earth, Tristan da Cunha. A place so isolated it's almost mystical. Nestled in the South Atlantic Ocean, Tristan da Cunha is a fascinating study of human resilience and adaptability. The archipelago consists of the main island, Tristan da Cunha, and its 3 uninhabited counterparts. The main island, with its rugged terrain and active volcano, stretches only about 38 square miles. Yet it's home to a small population of just over 250 people. Reaching Tristan da Cunha is a journey in itself. There are no airports or harbors. The only way to access this tiny outpost of civilization is by a 6-day boat trip from South Africa. The journey is not for the faint of heart, and it's a testament to the tenacity of those who call this place home. Living on Tristan da Cunha presents its own set of challenges. There's no cell phone service, no internet, and the island's only television station broadcasts for just a few hours each day. The residents rely on farming and fishing for sustenance, and the island's single shop opens twice a week to sell basic necessities. But despite, or perhaps because of its isolation, Tristan da Cunha has developed a unique and tight-knit community. The islanders have their own dialect, a mix of English, Dutch, Italian, and South African slang. They celebrate their own holidays, like the annual Queen's Day, which commemorates Queen Mary's visit in 1947. There's a sense of camaraderie here that's hard to find in our modern, interconnected world. A place where everyone knows each other, where everyone helps each other, and where the pace of life is dictated not by the ticking clock, but by the rhythm of nature. Tristan da Cunha, a place so isolated, it makes the world seem a whole lot bigger. It's a reminder of the diversity of human experience, and a testament to our ability to carve out a life no matter where we find ourselves. From freezing deserts to towering plateaus, isolation manifests in many forms across our planet. Antarctica, the icy expanse at the end of the Earth, presents bone-chilling temperatures and blinding snowstorms. The Pacific Hideaway, Pitcairn Island, is a speck of land amidst the vast ocean, reachable only by a 2-week boat trip. The Changtang Plateau, often referred to as the roof of the world, stands tall with its inhospitable altitude and extreme weather conditions. And Tristan da Cunha, the final frontier, a remote island in the South Atlantic Ocean, is home to a mere 256 people, making it the most isolated human settlement in the world. Each of these places offers a stark contrast to our bustling cities and crowded streets. They present unique challenges, from harsh climates to limited resources and accessibility. So, the next time you feel crowded, remember these isolated places where solitude is not a state of mind but a way of life.